Hello friends, welcome to the BPSC Minds. Today we will be doing some important questions related to Bihar Economic Survey. So let's start the session. The first question is between 2020 to 2021 Bihar gross state domestic product grew by option A 2.5%, option B 3.5%, option C 4.5%, option D 5.5%, and option E none of the above and more than one of the above. Let's see the answer. Option A is correct. That is Bihar gross state domestic product grew by 2.5%. Now let's us look into the definition of GDP. GDP is a monetary value of all finished goods and service made within a country during a specified period. GDP is calculated by three approach: expenditure approach, income approach, and value added approach. Under the expenditure approach, C plus I plus G plus NX. C stands for private consumer consumption expenditure. I stands for investments made by the firms in the form of inventory, housing, etc. G stands for government expenditure, which includes salaries of the government employees, expense in the welfare projects like road, railway, schools. And the final one is the NX, that is the net export, the country's total export minus total import. The second approach is an income approach, that is the total national income. Total national income includes the sum of all the wages, rents and interest and profits. Sales tax में taxes हो गए. Then the depreciation of the tangible goods that tends to be deteriorate with a given period of time. So depreciation, we have to add depreciation. And the final one is the net foreign factor income. The net foreign factor income is the difference between the total income that a country's citizen and a company generate in foreign countries minus the total income the foreign citizens and company generate in the domestic country. So दो कंपनी है ए बी, दोनों अलग अलग कंपनी वर्क, एक यूएस में है और एक इंडिया में है. तो वहाँ के यूएस वाली हमारी जो कंपनी है, जैसे टाटा फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ़ दे आर वर्किंग देयर, तो वहाँ पर उन्होंने प्रॉफिट बहुत ज़्यादा जनरेट कर रखा होगा. यहाँ वाली कंपनी ने गूगल हो गई, तो यहाँ पर उन्होंने कंपनी ने बहुत सारा प्रॉफिट जनरेट कर रखा होगा. सो बेसिक दोनों का डिफरेंस करना होगा और ये नेट फैक्टर इनकम वहाँ से निकल जाएगा. वैल्यू एडेड में टोटल वैल्यू ऑफ द आउटपुट, टोटल वट एवर द प्रोडक्ट इज़ मेड, उसका जो वैल्यू है फाइनल आउटपुट उसका वो इंक्लूड होगा. एंड जो इंटरमीडिएट कॉस्ट जो भी इंक्लूडेड हो कंजप्शन में, जो लगा कार बनाने में जैसे टायर लगा, उसका जो कंजप्शन में जो वैल्यू लगा उसको माइनस करना होगा. और ये जो इन द टोटल वैल्यू, टोटल आउटपुट जो होगा उसके कॉस्ट में से इसको, क्योंकि वो डबल बार काउंट हो जाएगा, इसलिए वैल्यू एडेड अप्रोच में इंटरमीडिएट जो कंजप्शंस होता है, जो कॉस्ट लगते हैं, उसको हटाते हैं, उसमें सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं उसमें से. एक कुछ फैक्ट्स देख लेते हैं. 16th बिहार इकोनॉमिक सर्वे वॉज प्रेजेंटेड ऑन 25th February 2022. डेट sometime BPSC ask, so we should remember this also. Moving to the next question now. The revenue receipt of the government for 2020 to 21 was, you can see the option now. I will directly move to the answer. Let's see the answer. Option C is the correct. Revenue receipt of the government was around 1,28,168 crore. Now if we look into the definition of the revenue receipt, so revenue receipt is basically something that does not create a claim on the government, neither it leads to reduction of asset of the government. अब हम लोग सोच सकते हैं इसके बारे में कि क्या हो सकता है. अगर लोन लेते हैं तो क्लेम हो जाएगा गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर. एक सर्टेन आफ्टर सर्टेन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम द गवर्नमेंट इज लायबल टू रिटर्न द अमाउंट that it took in the past. So वहाँ पर लायबिलिटी क्रिएट हो रही है, क्लेम क्रिएट हो रहा है, और सेकंड में तुम्हारा है, इसलिए वो लोन नहीं आएगा। और सेकंड जो है यहाँ पर रिडक्शन इन एसेट है, तो रिडक्शन इन एसेट मतलब डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट हो गया, अ फॉर्म ऑफ डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट, सॉरी अ फॉर्म ऑफ डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट जो है, अ फॉर्म ऑफ डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं होगा ये, मतलब डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो इटसेल्फ जो है वो एसेट रिडक्शन का काम कर रहा है, सो वो भी नहीं आएगा। तो यहाँ पर जो मेंशन है टैक्सेस एंड नॉन टैक्सेस रेवेन्यूज हो गए, टैक्सेस के थ्रू कॉर्पोरेशन टैक्स, बिकॉज यू हैव टू पे इट, एंड कोई इसके ऊपर कोई लायबिलिटी है नहीं ऐसा कुछ सरकार को कि इन फ्यूचर में यू हैव टू पे। फीस हो गया, एंड प्रॉफिट अर्न थ्रू द PSU, प्रॉफिट्स एंड डिविडेंड्स जो भी हो गए ये सारे इंक्लूड होंगे इसमें रेवेन्यू रिसीट में। सो मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ। Expenditure on the salary and pension constitutes how much percentage of the gross state domestic product? You can see the options. I will directly move to the answer. Let's move to the answer. Option C is the correct. 29.7% of the expenditure of gross state domestic product made by the state government. Moving to the next question. Gross cropped area in 2019 to 2020 was, let's see the answer. Option A is the correct. The gross cropped area into 2019 to 2020 was 72.997 lakh hectare. And what is a gross cropped area? This represents the total area shown once and or more than once in a particular year. That is, area is counted as many times as there are sowing in a acha. That means that same field पे if you are growing more and more often वो भी इंक्लूड होगा इन अ पर्टिकुलर साइकिल, एक पर्टिकुलर साइकिल में पर्टिकुलर ईयर में अगर आप इफ़ यू आर ग्रोइंग इन द सेम पैच ऑफ लैंड that includes into the cross cropped area. So let's move to the next question. Jal Jeevan Haryali campaign aimed at: A option, restoration of traditional water sources. Option B is construction of new water sources. Option C is development of water harvesting and storage structure. Option D is creation of new borewell, and option E, none of the above and more than one of the above. Let's see the answer. Option E is the correct except D, that is creation of a new borewell. So Jan Jeevan Haryali mission has been established to kick off time-bound and mission-mode accelerated implementation of 11 target interventions that involves identification and rejuvenation of all public conventional water storage structures, construction of check dams and other water harvesting structures in small rivers, drain water storage in hilly areas, creation of new water sources, and taking and delivering of the water from the surplus river area to water deficit areas. Construction of the rain harvesting structure is in the buildings, creation of the nurseries, and the dense plantation of the trees, promoting the usage of alternative cropping, drip irrigation, organic farming, and other new techniques, along with the promotion of the usage of solar energy and encouraging the conservation of energy. We can look into some facts now. Highest exploitation of underground water for farming is done in the state of Punjab and Haryana. The river Ganga was declared national river in 2008. Central Groundwater Authority comes under the Environment Act Protection Act 1986. So let's move to the next question. Bihar road density is option A 4086 kilometer, option B is 3086 kilometer, option C is 5086 kilometer, option D is 6086 kilometer. And option E, none of the above and more than one of the above. Let's see the answer. The option B is correct. That is, Bihar road density is 3086 km, which ranks third after Kerala, which has 6671 km, and the West Bengal 3708 km. Now let's us look into the some facts. Maharashtra has the largest network of national highway. Bihar ranks third in the rural road. India ranks second in the world in the largest network of the road. Moving to the next question. Eerie variety of a silk found in option A of Muzaffarpur and Begusarai, option B Kaimur and Rohtas, option C Nawada and Gaya, option D Purnia and Saharsa, and option E none of the above. Let's see the answer. Option is the correct, that is Muzaffarpur and Begusarai. Moving to the next question. Labor force participation rate in 2019-20 in the rural area in Bihar was option A 42.6%, option B 32.6%, option C 22.6%, option D 52.6%, and option E none of the above and more than one of the above. Option A is the correct, that is 42.6%. इंडिया का जो लेबर फोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन रेट है इन 2019-20 it was around 40.1%. Now let's see the definition of labor force participation rate. It is defined as the section of working population in the age group of 16 to 64 in the economy currently employed or seeking employment. People who are still undergoing studies, housewives, and a person above the age of 64 are not reckoned in the labor force. Let's see some facts. Periodic Labor Force Survey report is released by National Statistical Office, and it was started in 2017. Moving to the next question. Per capita net state domestic product 2020 to 2021. Option A 31,017 crore. Option B 30,016 crore. Option C 21,356 crore. Option D 21,346 crore. And option E is missing. Let's see the answer. The correct answer is option A, that is 31017, 31,017 crore. Okay, the per capita net state domestic product shows the growth rate of the population होता है. Okay, we can look the growth rate of the population होता है. How it is calculated? NSDP is equals to GSDP minus depreciation, and per capita net state domestic product, the what is missing, is equals to NSDP divided by total population. Bihar, let's look into some facts. Bihar per capita NSDP is 35.6% of India. I think this question was asked in 66th BPSC. 66, this one. The Bihar per capita capita NSDP was how much percentage of India? How many districts of the state government is developing the organic corridor? Option A 12, option B 13, option C 14, and option D 15, and E. Option E is none of the above and more than one of the above. Let's see the answer. Option B is the correct. The Bihar government is developing organic corridor in 13 districts.